Hey guys, how you doing? Okay, we need to talk about Supernova. Um, we need to talk about some tips, some tricks, some some best practices, and some things you need to be aware of for Supernova that, let's just say, other difficulty levels don't have to deal with. And so there's things you need to know about Supernova, things you need to understand about Supernova. Um, So let's just start with the basics real quick. Um, so this is my level 30 stealth sniper. Lone Wolf, hands down my favorite build after 9 playthroughs. Yeah, Supernova. So what's the difference? Well, ostensibly, superficially, the difference is you have to eat, drink, and sleep. And so there's the meter in the upper left corner for food, drink, and sleeping. So consumables become much more important. Okay, and so if you watch the drink bar up there, and now it's full. Okay, so you're going to need to pick up consumables. Um, you're going to need to manage consumables, and you need to know what consumables do. Um, Early in the game, pre-buffing before fights will really help. You know, if you're about to tackle some primals, you're level 3, and you haven't found a plasma rifle yet, buff up. You need to come in here to the consumables, and you need to check out plus 25% to health, okay? For 2 minutes. Munch on that before you start the fight. It'll help keep you up, okay? 200% to health regen. Munch on that before the fight. You can do it directly from this screen. You don't have to use the inhaler, okay? Which makes these slots here kind of unnecessary. Again, the medical skill is one of the worst skills in the game. You can pre-buff before the fight. You can hit this, okay? And look, there's the buff, okay? You you don't need those medical slots. So understand consumables. Use your consumables. Watch my video on consumables. Um, yeah, on story and normal, it doesn't matter. The game is so easy. You don't need consumables. You don't have to. You don't need to eat and drink for the bar. So who cares, right? On hard, yeah, things are harder. But let me tell you something. Hard and Supernova, not the same animal. The mobs have 50% more health, do 33% more damage, and have more armor on Supernova. Just because you can make it on hard does not mean you're going to be able to make it on Supernova. Okay? Now, could you make it on Supernova? Sure. There's lots of people playing on Supernova. Just be aware of your consumables, what they do, when you need them. Resting. Um, there's been some confusion about resting. I've seen some people post and say, "Oh my God, I just started the game and I can't sleep." Here's the problem. When you
I
start the
believe
game,
I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest
God, shut
influence
up,
phenomena.
Ada. I would shoot her in the face if I could. So when the game starts, you get the starter version of the ship. Okay, it's not the full version. You'll notice the bridge has shutters, storm shutters, damage shutters over the screens, and you can't use these lockers for storage like I have here. Okay. The other thing you'll notice is the captain's quarters door is sealed, and all the crew quarters doors are sealed. That's the starter newbie ship, but you can rest in here. You use this cot right there. Okay, so that's a place you can rest. Now, once you finish, um, once you go and shut down and redirect the power from the geothermal plant, you pick a side. Whoever you decided to take power away from, you go and you get their power converter, you bring it back to your ship, you install it, you go to Ada and you say, "Hey Ada, I fixed the ship, let's get the hell out of here." When you finish that dialogue option, there's a cutscene of your ship taking off, and once that cutscene is done, it's finished. You are now in the full-fledged version of the ship, and now you can sleep in your bed in the captain's quarters because the door is open. Okay. All right. So those are some. So early tips for Supernova. Be advised that the mobs are stronger, hit harder, and you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to sleep. The sleep meter really isn't that bad. Okay. Um, so, don't worry about that too much. And quite frankly, I have never run out of food and drink. With respect to consumables, um, depending on your build, you might want Hoarder. Maybe. Hoarder can save you about 15 pounds or so if you're carrying a lot of consumables. So, think about it. It kind of depends on your flaws. Okay. Um, Food addiction is a fantastic flaw. I highly recommend it, as is drug addiction. There is supposed to be a flaw for looking down the scope too much. Okay, it's either nearsighted or farsighted. It's minus 15% to your melee damage, but you get a perk. If I was playing a sniper or a gunslinger or a heavy weapons build, boy, would I want that flaw. I've never seen it. I don't know how to get it. I don't know if this does it. I don't know if doing this does it. I've never gotten it. So those are those two flaws I would go for: drug addiction and food addiction. And if you can figure out how to get farsighted, there's supposedly another one where mantisaur swarms. They have a blind effect, and by getting that over and over again, there's another perk it switches it. It's some kind of penalty for ranged damage, so that's a melee flaw. I've never gotten that one either. I can't confirm that. Okay, so flaws, consumables. Okay, so fast travel. Let's talk about fast travel. In Supernova, you can only fast travel to your ship. Not here, to your ship. Everything else, say. Okay, so what you do is you move your ship around, especially on Monarch. Monarch has 3 landing pads you can use. In fact, it's the only place you can really do this. Um, you can kind of do it on Byzantium if you do a board play. Um, so you move your ship around. Okay, so on Monarch you start in Stellar Bay, or you can start in Cascadia. Potato potato. And then your starter quests are in Stellar Bay. So park your ship in Stellar Bay. That's your fast travel point. When you get to Fallbrook, run up to the pad and interact with this terminal, and there'll be an option for insert Captain Hawthorne's ID. Use that. Oops, wrong button. Use that, and your ship will move instantly to where you are. Use that to move your ship around from fast travel spot to fast travel spot, so you can get around quicker. Okay, so the next tip for Supernova play: you really need a good template for a build, a good strong build. Okay, I don't care what your preferred style of play is. You can make them all work. God knows I've done it. I've done long guns, I've done pistols, I've done heavy weapons, I've done two-handed melee, one-handed melee. It can all work on Supernova, but you just need a template, okay? You can't come in here and just randomly fart around, okay? You need to have a plan, okay? This is my Lone Wolf Sniper. Let me take my gear off because it's buffing me up. Hey, look, I'm naked. Okay, you need to understand what attributes do, what effect they have on your build. I have an attributes video, go watch that. And you need to understand how many skill points that attribute distribution gets you, okay? There are inflection points. There are levels of attribute distribution that get you the most skill points bang for your buck. If you were to just do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, okay, make them all good, you only get 216. But in this configuration, you get 252 skill points. So you need to move these, God, excuse me, you need to move these numbers around here to maximize the effectiveness of the style of play you want. And of course, that means you need to know what style of play you want. Okay? You can't come in Supernova and go, ooh, I'm going to be one-handed melee and pistols, and I'm going to have great dialogue, and I'm going to have 100 science and 100 engineering and 100 hack. Ain't going to happen, pal. Okay? It's not going to happen. You need to pick, okay? Do you want to be a great combat toon? You need to pick a combat skill. Not 2, not 3, 1. Okay? Do you want to pick long guns, pick pistols, pick heavy, pick one of the melees, whatever. Okay? But pick. And then you need to tailor your attribute selections. So if you're going melee, strength goes up 3. Period. Okay? If you're going long guns, these guys go up 3. If you're going pistols, I got bad news for you. Because these guys are going up 3. And then that doesn't leave a lot for decks. Okay? This is one of the reasons why long guns is the strongest build in the game, is because these two skills drive your damage up in amazing ways, and long guns is in both of them. So long guns is far and away the easiest of the weapon skills to spec your attributes for, and you are going to be overkilling in-game monsters with sick numbers. Okay, this build hits the in-game corporate infantry for 6,500 damage, and that's from 100 meters away. And they don't hear me, and they don't see me. I don't take damage. I don't get hit. I don't get debuffed. All these bad things don't happen to me. Okay, whereas if you go pistols, only perception has handguns. See, handguns is hiding in decks, and decks really kind of sucks. It's just not that good. It's better for melee. If somebody wanted to go 3 up in dexterity for a melee build, hey, I understand that. If you go 3 and 3, I get that. I think 3 in intelligence is the stronger way to go, but I understand where you're coming from here. Okay, so you need to know your attributes. You need to know your build. You need to understand your skills. Okay, and you need to focus. Okay, you cannot be farting around in here. I've seen people with, range skills of, 60, 75, and 82. Yeah, on story and normal, you can get away with that. Even on hard, you can get away with it, but not in Supernova. Okay? Especially not if you go lone wolf. If you go lone wolf in Supernova, then you have to solve all your problems. You can't rely on companion buffs to get you through the day. Okay? So you need to understand your skills. You need to understand what they do. Okay? You need to know your breakpoints. Okay? And you need to understand that the most important skill in this game is science. Okay? You cannot ignore this skill. Okay? We can quibble and debate over how much you need. A minimum of 20 is not going to get it done. Your tinkering cost is going to be astronomical. I have 100 tinkering. And check out the final tinkering cost for this weapon. 56,507 bits to go to 35. Okay, assault rifle ultras come in at 20, so they're really hard to tinker to 35. You need to be aware of that. Now, if you're tinkering vermin 2s, they come in at 29. So you can make an argument for vermin 2s And you can say, yeah, Dio, I hear what you're saying, but I use Vermin 2s. They come in at 29, and that's why I think I can get away with 40. And I'd be like, sure, I get that. But if you're using science weapons, forget it. 100 science. Okay? You will never get the prismatic hammer to 35 without 100 science. It's not going to happen. Okay? You need this tinkering cost capped, and you need this. Because even here, okay, the prismatic hammer is 2,000 a level. Prismatic hammer starts at like, I don't know, 10. Somewhere around 10th level. It's 20 to 25 levels of tinkering. Okay? I mean, do the math. Right? That's 50,000 bits right there. Approximately. Okay? So you need 100 because you've got armor to tinker, right? You've got stuff to buy. You know, you're not going to find every mod that you need. Okay? So think about that. Think about your skills. Now, think about your perks. You need to know what you're doing. Okay? Go watch my perk video. I have an in-depth analysis of all the perks and which ones you need. Okay? If you don't like TTD, if you don't use it, then you can skip the TTD perks. I strongly recommend you use TTD. You can do some absolutely sick stuff with TTD, and it's a lot of fun. But if you don't want it, hey, cut them out. These travel perks, these are really nice quality of life improvements, okay? If you're playing a melee build with high strength, you can get away with skipping some of the inventory perks, okay? Um, If you're running companions, this is great. If you're lone wolf, don't take it. You need to understand that this is the best perk in the game, Armor Master. You must take this perk. It is fantastic. Okay. If you're running companions, precision is good. These are okay. This is probably the best one. Now, if you're running companions in Supernova, you want this perk. Okay. Very, very important perk in Supernova. This works every 15 minutes. You can bring them back from the dead. Okay. So know your perks. Watch my perk video. Know your build. Know your skills. Know your attributes. Okay. Let's talk about companions. And I guess I should get a companion so we can talk about companions. I'm going to tell you right now, companions are more a companion-based build is more versatile than a lone wolf build. Lone wolf has more firepower. The plus 25% to your damage
Some crew members
is
are causing a
fantastic,
disturbance on the ship.
and it's lone wolf is very, very effective with sniper, gunslinger, and heavy weapons. Lone wolf is not very effective with melee. Melee tunes should go with companions. I do it. I do lone wolf melee, but I'm hard-headed and I'm a bit of a masochist. I strongly recommend companions. Okay, so people are always saying, "Oh my God, on Supernova, my companions are dying right and left." That's because you're doing things incorrectly. I don't mean that in a condescending or insulting way. I just mean it in a factual, empirical, logical way. Okay, so first of all, how to spec your companions. This is important. Okay, so take a look at Tier 1. Engineering is one of the worst skills in the game. No. No, thank you. This is stupid. Raising engineering, all it does is decrease the number of parts that you use to repair. The tier unlocks for engineering are very uninteresting. There's nothing sexy hiding in there. Um, you'll have plenty of mods in game. You don't need the mod extraction stuff. You don't need pristine gear. Okay, pristine gear has more is worth more and has more durability. Whoopie fucking do. Okay, there's armor parts and weapon parts everywhere. I rarely, hardly ever do I break down gear. I sell 95% of it. You don't need this. You don't need these. You need this. That's your first pick. Period. For every single companion, that's your first pick. Give them more health. Okay, the next thing you need. This is garbage. You don't want them meleeing. And this is garbage. You want this. Get things dead. What's the best crowd control in the world? Dead mobs. What's the best way to not take damage? Kill the fucker before he hits you. Okay? Armor on Supernova is pretty gimp. Okay? You will never turn yourself into a tank in this game. Okay? It's not going to happen. You need to get them dead before they start wailing on you. The highest armor factor I've ever seen on a melee tune with max defensive skills was about 170, and that's with a temporary buff. That's 170 off the damage, but the mobs are hitting you for 500. Whoopie fucking do. Okay? You look at games like Skyrim and Fallout where you can get your mitigations up to like 80% or higher with really good armor, with in-game crafted armor. You can't do that in this game. Okay? Not on Supernova. So keep them at range, get them dead. This is fine. I would strongly consider this pick, and that's garbage, and this is good. So whichever one you want, again, get them dead, or give you more TTD. Hey, whatever works for you. Yeah, the fights don't last that long. There's a handful. I mean, literally 3 to 4 fights that would go long enough for a second. Ram, Mega Mantiqueens, um, Raptidon Colossi. There's just not that many battles that go long enough to get you into your companion ability reuse timer. So I would go this or this. Okay, shake it off. It's great. This is fantastic. You're gonna once you get to Roseway, and then all through the rest of the game. So let's say 12th, 13th, 14th level, all the way all the way through the game until the Ram battle. Unfortunately, this doesn't help you with the Ram battle because Ram and his minions don't do status effects. But this is a great pick. And then of course you want second win. Absolute must have. Okay? This one's good. It's not great. Um, I don't like this. So if you wanted to come back and splash that, either or, right? This one or this one. Um, this is fine. Okay. Um, a damage buff after she uses her special ability. I don't have a problem with that one. No, not that. So there you go. So that's how you spec your companions. Now, how do you set up your companions? Leave them at medium, set them to range. Aggressive is fine. Okay, I'm telling you, aggressive is just fine. But you do need to manage them. Okay, the other thing you need to do, and you can see I've never used companions because this was Lone Wolf. You want to give them the best armor you can get your hands on. This is not the best armor I could get my hands on. This is just an example. Okay, so super heavy armor, but you have to be careful putting heavy armor on your stealth companions. And by stealth, I mean Bavardi, Felix, and Nyoka. Because what happens is heavy armor usually has a -5 to stealth skills. Okay? That -5 will lower these, it'll lower lockpick and lockpick, sneak, and hack. Okay? Now, if you've got 100 sneak and you're getting how much? You get half of this, I think. So you'll be getting 30. Well, okay, we'll talk about that. You'll be getting a big buff from sneak. If you do -5, that'll be like 2 or 3 points off what he gives you for sneak and lockpick. Now, if that's not a problem, if you have really high sneak and lockpick anyway, then don't worry about it. But it might cost you. Okay, so just be advised, be aware of that. I recommend For weapons, the weapon I like the best, because it's one of the best weapons in the game, is the Assault Rifle Ultra. But there's a problem with that. Assault Rifle Ultras come in at 20, so they're hard. They're very expensive to tinker to 35. In fact, you wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, so but Assault Rifle Ultras hit hard. They have good range. Um, the companions do well with them. Another option is the Deadeye Mark II. Those are more attractive because they come in at 26, so they're easier and cheaper to tinker up. That's a good one. The Vermin is a good one. The Vermin pistol, those come in at 29, so you can easily get those to 35 for your companions. Um, if you want to go heavy weapons, it does work, okay, but they're going to get closer because heavy weapons have a shorter effective range. So your your chances of losing a companion go up because heavy weapons, honestly, they play like melee tunes, okay? Um, because they have to get so damn close. Um, just be very careful if you select heavy weapons and don't use melee. Melee will get them killed, okay? If you're going to use companions, then you need to think about um, the leadership skills. This gives them damage bonus, and the tier unlocks are very interesting. Okay, you need a minimum 20 to get their special abilities. Determination gets them health, and this is your healing. Okay, allows you to heal them up. I don't think the high tier ones are all that interesting, but when I use companions, I take this to 60, and then whatever this winds up with, usually around 50, high 40s, 50, whatever. Okay, so companions, put them in heavy armor, give them good weapons, tinker them up, set them to ranged, select the right perks, be sure to get your perk that brings them back to life. Um, yeah, don't go dying on me. Very, 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 very important if you're using companions. This is a good one when you're using companions. Okay, so that's companions. Let's talk about gear for Supernova. First of all, weapons. You need to know what are good weapons that suit your playstyle. Okay, if you're going long guns, then you really want to look at, first of all, the Deadeye Mark IIs. These are fantastic. This is quite possibly the best weapon in the game. It comes in at 26. It's relatively inexpensive to get to 35. It hits like a Mack truck on cocaine, and it comes with the best sight in the game, the Exacto sight. For Supernova, you want you want to select the right weapon for your playstyle that's effective. Okay. You also want to get the right damage type. Okay. So you need to understand that plasma is for soft targets. Okay. So humans, primals, um, these are the things you want to hit with plasma. Shock is for robots, nothing else. Okay. Corrosive is for heavily armored targets, and N-ray is for pissing things off and getting yourself into trouble. I don't like N-ray. I don't use it. I think it's garbage. Um, Armor, you need to understand that the way armor works, this is just straight up subtraction. This armor blocks 70 points of damage. Okay, that's how it works. It is positional. The vast majority of mob attacks go to your body. So the armor factor on your head isn't as important, okay? If you take a lot of damage, if you're melee and you're in there and you're tanking everything, I would go with a heavily armored helmet. But for a sniper, for a gunslinger, you can go with this. Hell, even my heavy weapons guy ran the explorer's hat. Really good piece of kit. You need to know about the Chimera. This is really good. Plus 10 to dialogue checks. And you need to know about the Safecracker's jacket. Really good. Um, Probably my second favorite skill in the game is lockpicking. For Lone Wolf, you want a 70 lockpick because you can buff 30 points with the Safecracker and with the patched low pressure helmet. That'll get you to 30. um, and so, yeah, gear. Tinker up your armor, your mod slots, okay? Go with Toughened until you get to Monarch, and then, or maybe Roseway. Roseway into Monarch, you might want to think about adding a corrosive plate to get your corrosive resistance up. Um, and then when you get to Endgame, you need N-Ray for Board or Phineas. Whichever way you go, you need N-Ray. You are going to get hit with N-Ray damage. The N-Ray plate helps. I like the reactive kinematic shield projector that stuns the opponents, and I like the. Let me see if I have it on me here. Probably don't. Oh no, okay, yeah, electrocharged surface, and then the react. Okay, so this stuns, and then the one I have in here, it puts up a field to keep you alive for a few seconds when you're about to die. Really good. Um, and then your buff kit, whatever your style of play is, thug for melee, a hunter kit for ranged. The silver tongue is fine. The tech I never use. Why the hell there isn't a sneak kit is beyond me. But then the final one, Nightingale Step, absolutely one of the best mods in the game. Okay, even if you're not stealth, this muffles your footsteps, and you can sprint up behind them, crouch, and you can headshot them, sneak attack them. You don't have to crouch up on everybody like this. You can sprint up,
You're adjusting
crouch,
before you
and
pull.
annihilate them.
You're anticipating it.
Okay? So Nightingale's
Of course
really
I'm
good.
anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
Whisper
Another
Quiet
counter.
for your weapons, for your barrels. Whisper Quiet is really good for sneaky guys. If you're not sneaky, there's lots of good barrels. Um, the plus 25 to crit damage is nice. Um, there's lots of good barrels. You can really get in there. Um, yeah, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to say about Supernova. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you
You're
find the tips
invincible.
useful,
Embrace
and I'll
it.
see you in our next
Work with it.
playthrough.